What is going on, Jets Nation? Welcome back to a Jets Media live stream. And today, I want to share my thoughts of the NFL Wildcard Weekend because I think it has revealed what the New York Jets need in order to make a run next year. Make a run next year, Richie? The Jets haven't been to the playoffs in 13 seasons. How is that possible? Oh, it's possible. And we're going to break it down why it's possible. Now, first and foremost, congratulations to the Houston Texans, to the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Buffalo Bills for advancing to the divisional round in the AFC. Because this is what we're focusing in on. We're focusing on the AFC conference. And I'm here to tell you guys what the AFC Wildcard Weekend has revealed to us Jets fans of what we need. What do we need? It's simple. A quarterback! C.J. Stroud, stud. Lamar Jackson, frontrunner for MVP, All-Pro, first team. Josh Allen, MVP candidate, and Patrick Mahomes, the 4 quarterbacks remaining. Now, I think a healthy Aaron Rodgers, I'm not going to say is on that level or better, but a healthy Aaron Rodgers, last time I checked, is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Not saying he's the best. We have no idea. He's 2 years removed from playing football. Well, 1 year removed, rather. He's 2 years removed from playing top-tier football because let's not forget, Aaron Rodgers was back-to-back MVPs just 2 years ago. So I think that the New York Jets have a very interesting offseason ahead of them. They have some big decisions to be made, and I think that seeing what C.J. Stroud, seeing what all these quarterbacks are doing in the AFC just reminds all of us that this is a quarterback-centric league. Joe Flacco was a great story. The Steelers somehow got their way into the playoffs. The Miami Dolphins, Tua, he's good in the regular season against bad teams, but when the moment is big, he does not play winning football. All the Jets need is simply a healthy Aaron Rodgers. And of course, there's a lot of things outside of that they need to focus on, right? Of course, there's holes across the offensive line. We know what the Jets need to do. But seeing what's transpired so far in the playoffs has just showed me that top-tier quarterback play is superior than anything else. You look at the Houston Texans, for example. The supporting cast around C.J. Stroud is not the best in the NFL. They're not. Not to take anything away from Nico Collins and Schultz and Jordan, their other tight end, and their offensive line, and, Singletary and their playmakers around C.J. Stroud. But C.J. Stroud's game itself is elevating the guys around him. Aaron Rodgers is that type of quarterback. He's somebody that elevates the people around him. He's somebody that makes a player like, for example, Xavier Gibson look great. He could. He's a quarterback that can make a guy like Jason Brownlee look elite. He is the reason why Alan Lazard is even in the NFL. If Aaron Rodgers was not on the Green Bay Packers, when Alan Lazard was brought in as an unrestricted free agent, would Alan Lazard be getting paid the money he's getting paid by the New York Jets? No. Aaron Rodgers took Alan Lazard underneath his wing in Green Bay, and he made him look good. Because Aaron Rodgers is that good. He's great. He's elite. Which is why I just need to remind Jets fans, a big reason, and this isn't breaking news, this isn't something that no one's ever said before, we all know this, but a healthy Aaron Rodgers changes everything. about this New York Jets team for next season, especially when you factor in the defense trending towards getting better and the offense can't not improve, right? Ranked 32nd in the NFL, you can't get worse than that. Bottom of the league. So I think that with Aaron Rodgers returning and the Jets having another offseason of going all in and building around this offense, they need to make sure they have all of the ammunition possible. Now, that brings up a very, very interesting conversation that I want to talk to you guys about. I broke this down already on my channel this morning when I broke down in a standalone video, and we're going to break it down even more some in this live show. But before we get deeper into that, guys, please do your boy a solid favor. Hit that thumbs up button right now for your boy. Smash that like button if you're watching us live. Retweet us on X. Shout out to the people on Instagram as well, tuning in live to Jets Media. We're live all across the social media platforms. My name is Richie from Jets Media. If you're unfamiliar with my content, don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time your boy goes live. Let's get into the chat here. Need a lot of help with line up front for Rodgers to cook? Absolutely. That needs to be a priority. Absolutely. Now, if you look across the NFL right now, the wild card was a wild weekend. A lot of blowouts. Even Baker Mayfield going out there last night. How about that? Defending home field, defeating the Philadelphia Eagles the way that they did. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers the way that they did. Right? Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, what a phenomenal matchup that was. But the reality is the Jets need a quarterback. And we got one. And his name is Aaron freaking Rodgers. So that's kind of what I wanted to get your guys' thoughts of more in detail in the live chat right now. Really do appreciate all the people supporting. Let's freaking go. Tony says, I was not expecting that Cowboys-Packers game. I don't think anybody was. That was the one game that nobody predicted. A lot of people were on the Browns to beat the Texans. That didn't happen. A lot of people had the Cowboys to beat the Packers. That didn't happen. A lot of people had the Rams beating the Lions. That didn't happen. A lot of people had the Bucs beating the Eagles. Now, that did happen. So there were some things that were unexpectedly that happened this weekend and some things that were pretty much a gimme. What time do you start streaming every time? It's different usually. Douglas, I'm going to try to find a routine in the schedule in the off season so it's more structured and you can expect my live streams at a certain time of the day. But right now I have so many things I'm balancing regarding Knicks Media, Roundtable Sports, building that sports network. I don't know if you guys know this, but Roundtable Sports is like becoming an actual network that I'm building. So if you're wondering why I haven't been making a lot more Jets content and haven't been live as much as usual, it's because I'm in the shadows building something. Hopefully that will be special and you guys will be part of it. Let's go, Buffalo. The greatest story ever told. Continue next season as well. Stanton, my man. If there was one Bills fan I respect, it's my guy right here. It's my guy Stanton right here. Appreciate you, bro. And congratulations. Let's go Knicks, baby. Yeah, Margaret. You know it. We're not going to talk Knicks here. But if you want to talk Knicks, that's for Knicks Media, my other YouTube channel. Are you doing the AFC East Roundtable today? Because you didn't yesterday. Yes, the AFC East Roundtable is live today at 5:30 p.m. EST. So 5:30 p.m. EST will be when the AFC East Roundtable is live. We also have the AFC South Roundtable live tonight at 7 p.m. And then we have the NFC West Roundtable live tonight at 9 p.m. It's a busy night for your boy. Busy, busy night for your boy. All right, folks, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. I made a video earlier today regarding the Jets having some tough decisions to be made. Now, I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts because I heard what Rich Cimini had to say in his podcast, and he talked about trading two big-time players of the Jets that every Jets fan loves. And it made me think of something that pains me to say. Here it is. The New York Jets defense is so good. It's stacked and loaded with talent on all three levels. The offense, however, has two big-time players to build around, Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. We have the quarterback of Aaron Rodgers. Outside of that, there's not really a lot to be excited about for the New York Jets offense. There's some solid pieces. Tyler Conklin, I think, deserves some credit to be a solid player. There's some players with upside, like a Ruckert, like a Gibson, like a Brownlee, like a Izzy Abanikanda, playmaking-wise. But outside of that, Look at the offensive line as well. Joe Tippmann's a promising player that could be our franchise center. The tackle spot's wide open. There's holes all over the place on this offense. But on the defense, there's not. So what if the Jets have to make really difficult decisions? What if the Jets have to sacrifice some of their own great defensive talent in order to plug and fill in the holes of the offense to balance it all out? Are you willing to give up on really big-name players on our defense if that means we're getting back players on offense to balance it out? Because right now we're an imbalanced team. And the one thing that we've learned is that a number one ranked defense is not going to do anything with a bottom ranked offense. That's a fact because it's back-to-back years with a top 5 defense and a bottom barrel offense. Both years, 7 wins. We're capped out at 7 wins with a bad offense. And maybe a way to get assets to build out this offense is on our own team. And I don't think this is something that a lot of people are talking about because it's a touchy subject. We don't want to give up on the players that we grew to love. We don't. Why would we want to let Bryce Huff walk? Why would we want to not extend Michael Carter II and DJ Reed? They're great players, but in order to get something back, you got to give up on great players. And that's the decision that Joe Douglas and his team is going to have to figure out because the Jets don't have all the ammunition they once had a few years back when they got Sauce, Garrett, Brees, and Jermaine. There's a reason why that draft class was so freaking star-studded was the ammo the Jets had. And that ammo came from trades. Trading away Jamal Adams, trading away Sam Darnold. Those trades set up the Jets to getting historic level drafts. And now we don't have as much assets to build out this team. So, are the New York Jets going to do what I'm talking about? Sacrifice some players on their own defense in order to fill out the holes on the offense. Because as it stands right now, just with the 10th overall pick and then the rest of the draft class and seeing the potential free agents, I don't think that's enough to build out the offense as much as we need. Okay? That's my point here. And I think that I went deeper into this on my video earlier today, so definitely check that out. But I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts about it. I think it's a very, very interesting conversation that Jets fans need to have. Very interesting. Depends on who gets traded. Well, let's break down who has the most value on the Jets defense. I'd say, and Rich Cimini talked about it, which has sparked this whole thing for me, Michael Carter II and DJ Reed. Now, as much as I want them both to stay because they are the biggest reasons why the Jets defense is so good, Sauce Gardner is the future. We need to pay him. And I don't think the Jets are going to be able to pay all of Sauce, DJ, and Carter II. They're not. Unfortunately. They could get creative and figure it out. But Sauce is going to have to get paid. And the trajectory Sauce is on, 2 first-team All-Pros, the first corner ever to do that, he is going to reset the market for a cornerback when he becomes a free agent or when he's eligible for an extension. And if the Jets want to be the one to extend that man, they're not going to be able to afford paying DJ Reed the contract that he probably wants because DJ Reed's getting underpaid, and so is Carter II. He's entering the final year of his deal. So, but then the question is, you create a hole, how are you going to fill it up? They would have to find cheap talent, maybe a Bryce Hall, maybe a Brandon Echols. I don't know. All I'm saying, I'm not going to, and I don't want people to spin this and be like, Richie's advocating the trading DJ Reed and Carter II. No, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that the Jets may have some tough decisions to be made that a lot of people don't see coming because there has to be a move to free up cap space. Whether that's cutting somebody like a Langston Tomlinson, restructuring somebody, there's a lot of cap-related issues across the Jets roster that needs to be figured out. So that's all I'm saying. Sound off in the live chat. Curious to hear what you guys have to say. Joey from B-Dub is saying trade up in the draft. I think the Jets are going to trade down. Would you trade Q-Ball even up for Davante Adams if it were an option? No. Now, no. You're trading away a franchise player who is in the prime of his career for a guy who's at the end of his career. This is not the move that you make. If you trade for Davante Adams, you give up draft picks. You don't give up your literal best player on the team. Maybe not the best, but top 2, top 3 best. Quinnen Williams isn't going anywhere. I don't think so. No way. I would not do that trade. For maybe another player, but not Devontae. Definitely not. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show. We're just getting started. We're talking about NFL Wildcard Weekend. It revealed something to us Jets fans for a reason why to believe that there's a chance to go to the playoffs next year. Can we stay healthy on offense? I think we can, and I hope we will. Trading down in the draft is going to be very interesting to see if they do that. Very, very interesting. I think they have a good opportunity to do it at 10. I'm excited to get deeper into the draft. Going to be doing some draft content on the channel soon. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Come on now. 29 likes. Let's get this up to 50 likes. We appreciate you guys. True, trading down sounds easier. Yeah, it does sound easier. It sounds a little bit more appealing, right? A little bit more appealing for sure. Absolutely. Now, there's a lot of different things regarding the New York Jets in this offseason that I think that the Jets fan base has to come in agreement on, and I don't know what that is. Like, we are entered the NFL offseason, folks. What position do you think need to be fixed going into the draft? Offensive line. Austin with a super chat, my guy, says, Richie, my guy, Bills Mafia all the way. Big supporter of your channel. See you on the roundtable tonight. Well, Austin, thank you so much for this generous $5 super chat. Bills Mafia is a very, very good supporter of the channel. So, Austin, thank you so much. Congratulations on your Bills advancing, okay? You made me say it. You're lucky because I like you, Austin. I don't like the Bills, though, but I like you. I don't like the Bills, but I like you, Austin. So I appreciate the super chat. Why don't player-for-player trades never happen in the NFL like it does in the NBA? DJ for wide receiver, offensive tackle. Yeah, I mean, it does happen, but draft picks are more of a prized possession, I'd say, in the NFL. We low-key need better wide receiver. I don't think that's low-key, Zachary. I think that's very known. We need another receiver next to Garrett Wilson, and the whole world knows it. That's why we're talking about Devontae Adams. That's why we're talking about Mike Evans. That's why we're talking about drafting one at number 10. There's a lot of options. Quarterback, tight end, offensive line. Yep. Those are the 3 biggest priorities. It's the 3 biggest priorities for this Jets offseason. All right, folks, we're going to hear a quick word from a proud sponsor of the channel who's been a proud sponsor for a long, long time, and I'm really excited to continue this partnership with Manta Sleep. I'll see you guys in a bit. As you all know, we've had a proud sponsor of Jets Media for quite some time now, and they happen to be Manta Sleep. Now, if you guys want to use my promo code JETS, you will get a 10% discount code. That link is down below in the description. Now, you might be wondering, what is Manta Sleep? If you guys have any struggles with sleeping, I cannot highly recommend more the Manta Sleep Pro Mask. Now, I've been using this since they became sponsors on the channel months ago, and I literally wear this exact sleep mask every single night before sleep. Again, guys, this is what you got to invest in if you're having any difficulty with sleep. It is the most advanced sleep mask on the market, and I promise you, you will not regret getting your sleep mask. It absolutely takes out the light, 100% blackout, zero eye pressure technology. So when you put it on, you can open your eyes. But really, my favorite part about it is it completely turns out the light. So even if you want to put it on for a midday nap, or even you don't even want to take a rest, you just want to put the sleep mask on, even meditate. It's a really mindful practice, and I cannot recommend them more to you guys. They have a lot of different masks on their website. This happens to be the Pro Mask, which I personally recommend. It's what I use. But don't forget, use that link down below in the description, 10% off discount code. They have a Bluetooth mask if you want to listen to music. They got a silk mask. They got ones for kids. They got a weighted mask. They got a cool mask. Definitely check out their website. Cannot recommend them more. Thank you, Manta Sleep, for being a proud sponsor of Jets Media. Thank you to Manta Sleep. Link in description, folks. Austin with another $5 says, out of all the division rivals, I actually don't dislike the Jets. I think we can all agree that we all can't stand the Dolphins the most. Yes, for sure. But Austin still doesn't make me like the Bills anymore. Okay? Now, you have no reason to dislike the Jets. The Jets have done nothing. The Jets have done nothing to the Bills for you to dislike us. But the Bills have done stuff to the Jets, and that's win the division 4 straight years. So I don't like any of them, to be honest. No disrespect to you, Austin. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Appreciate the super chat big time. Seriously, though, Austin, that's 2 super chats now. You're my man. Who's your favorite player on the Jets? Douglas asks. Very good question. It's so hard to choose. It really is. And it's easily between the 4 draft picks of the 2022 class of Sauce, Garrett, Brees, and Jermaine. Anybody have a specific favorite player that comes to them? I mean, Garrett Wilson probably is my favorite. Yeah, it would probably have to be Garrett if I'm going to have to hone in on one. Guys, let me know. Who's your favorite player on the Jets right now? But we love you, Richie. But we got some nice defensive players looking useful at free agency from the Jets. Stan, stay away from our free agents. That's all I'm going to say. If Gibson is a slot, who is the second outside and 4th wideout? And we also need a 5th guy. Brownlee. We still have Lazard, unfortunately. And then we're going to bring in a big name. Big name. A big name as well. Garrett Wilson and Quincy, Brees, or Sauce. Quincy Williams, love that one. Sauce, Brees, Michael Clemens. There we go. Quentin Williams. All the favorite players. I love it. I feel like there's a lot of fan favorites. I mean, there's not just a singular. I think if Aaron Rodgers was like an MVP this year, he'd be all of our favorites. But he didn't play. So, can't be Aaron Rodgers for anybody. The team MVP was Quincy Williams, which is cool. Very, very cool. Brees Hall's my fave because he went to Iowa State for college, and I'm a diehard fan of Iowa State. You like Alan Lazard as well? I can't choose, but least favorite is Michael Clemens. Uh-oh. Someone doesn't like Clemens. AR8. Let's go. Doug says Jets are going to sign Gabe Davis. Now, I really wouldn't be on board with this one. Now, Gabe Davis is not a terrible player, but I'm thinking bigger than Gabe Davis. I think he hasn't really proved to be like a great number 2 next to Diggs. I'd rather somebody else, but he's better than anything we have next to Garrett Wilson right now, so I can't complain. Mike Evans will be one of my favorites next year. There we go, Jimmy. Breeze. There we go. So will Will McDonald have 5+ sacks next year? Yeah. If Bryce Huff walks in an increased role, I think so. 110%. Bruce Hall. It's Brees. Come on, Aaron. Bruce. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. And another quick reminder that the AFC's Roundtable will be live in an hour, 5:30 p.m. EST. We're going to be celebrating the L of the Miami Dolphins. So you don't want to miss that one. I'm telling you guys. Right now, it's going to be interesting. Now, TD won't be there, unfortunately. But he will be there tomorrow night. Oh, my gosh. What was with Mike Evans dropping the deep balls last night, though? Yeah, he always has a big drop in big games, but I still take him. I like Brees Hall, Will McDonald, Alan Lazard, because they're all from Iowa State. There you go. Dolphins state of mind. What's up, Richie? Happy to be in the offseason with you. Are you actually happy to be in the offseason? No, you're not. Well, I'm happy that you're happy, man. Welcome to the offseason. Welcome to the couch. Welcome to Cancun, whatever you want to call it. Welcome. We welcome you here with open arms. The Jets tax is real. Yeah, you guys hear about that OBJ stuff? Me, TD, and the rest of the Dolphins community need to heal. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you guys. That was one of most biggest upsetting collapses I've seen. Now, I don't know what's a bigger collapse, the Cowboys, the Dolphins, or the Eagles. Probably the Dolphins. Calvin Ridley's an option. Don't think can keep with Kirk big contract. Yeah, Calvin Ridley's definitely an option. Definitely an option. Not my favorite, but definitely an option. Richie, who has the biggest playoff drought in the major four sports? The Detroit Oh, wait, they won. Who's next up? Oh, the Miami Dolphins. Is that who Jimmy's talking about? Is that who Jimmy's talking about? I think so. 13 years ago was Bart Scott's legendary interviews. Oof. I can't believe it's been that long. I cannot believe it's been that long. Guys, don't forget, hit that like button right now for your boy. Come on now. Let's get more people in the chat. Aaron Daniels has just become a member. Thank you, Aaron Daniels, for joining the Jets Media membership. And you now have a lot of fun emojis to play with. Look at all the emotions. Look at all these emojis you can play with. Look at that. Boom. Dolphins made the playoffs. Correct. The playoff drought that he's talking about is playoff wins. There you are. We just haven't won. Yeah, that's the playoff drought Jimmy was talking about. 24 years. The Jets haven't been to the playoffs in 13 years, but we have 6 wins. We just released Leonard Fournette. Are you freaking kidding me? Did he really? Interesting. If they made the playoffs, why did they show up for it? Yeah, I don't know. It sucks. I mean, listen, it's not like I can say a lot from a Jets fan that hasn't made the playoffs in that long. So that's what we need to do. And that's what the focus is of the show, is that there is a blueprint here. And I think it's just, hey, let's have a healthy quarterback and see what happens. Because this is the first time the Jets actually have a quarterback that is good. And his first year disappeared. His first year with the team, we didn't get to see anything. Dolphins fan says, I knew after the last 3 weeks of the season that we can't compete with playoff teams, especially with Tua. Sorry, Tua fans. It's the truth. The truth hurts sometimes. And I've been getting called a hater by Dolphins fans these past 3 weeks as well, when I've been simply just telling you how I feel objectively. Oh, Richie, you're a Dolphins hater. There was no evidence for me to believe in something. And now I was proven correct about the Dolphins. And that has nothing to do with the Jets. If you want to bring up the Jets, bring up the Jets. The Jets suck right now, okay? If that's your comeback, that means you know I'm right about the Dolphins. That's what it tells me. That's what it tells me. DD, what's up, my friend? How you doing, brother? Welcome back to the show. I miss you, DD. Doug, I'd rather not make the playoffs than lose in the first round every year. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, coming from a Jets fan who hasn't been to the dance in 13 years, I'd love to just make the playoffs at least. Let's at least make it there. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to watch a playoff game. The last time we were in the freaking playoffs, I was 13 years old. You kidding me? I was so tiny. That Lions crowd reminded me of week 1, bro. Jets fans, we would light up at MetLife Stadium if we ever host a playoff game, bro. Please, Aaron, win the division so we can have a playoff game next year at MetLife. Oh, man, is that all I've ever wanted? Is that all we all ever wanted? If we're being honest with ourselves. The postseason, bro. The postseason. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Well, guys, the AFC East Roundtable is again tonight. In an hour. Less than an hour away is the AFC East Roundtable. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We got a lot of fun things coming your way. We are excited for all the usual stuff coming your way here on the channel and across Roundtable Sports. So we're going to wrap up the show here, guys. Don't forget to like the video and check us out tonight on AFC's Roundtable. Love all you guys tuning into the show. We appreciate it big time. My name is Richie, and I will catch you guys later. And let's enjoy the divisional round of the postseason. Peace out, guys. I'll see you guys tonight in less than an hour, AFC's Roundtable.